Summer of 1999. I don't know if you remember what you were doing, but I have a very vivid memory from that summer because that was the summer that I was able to watch my very first Star Wars movie in a quote unquote theater. Welcome into Nick's Picks episode 1. And this is on a Monday, and so typically on Mondays I'm going to be talking about stories from my life that I think might be interesting to you, and if not interesting to you, then at least interesting for me to go back and watch and listen to myself. So there it was, and in honor of May 4th, because it is May 4th of the year 2020, in honor of May 4th, I wanted to talk about my experience, my very first experience of being able to watch a Star Wars movie in a quote unquote theater. And so in honor of May the 4th, May the 4th be with you, this is that episode. So I had been waiting for this moment for months because growing up, my dad and mom had introduced my brother and I to the Star Wars universe, and we had been interested in learning more about it. And so when in 1999 there were rumors, because at this moment I didn't realize I could. At this moment, the internet wasn't as big as it is now, and it also I wasn't able to hear rumors and news about a new coming movie until much later on, when they were running their press junket or sending out trailers, and finding out that now I get to see a Star Wars movie actually in theater or live, basically, was one of the thrilling moments for me, and I couldn't wait for it to come out. I was so excited about it. And that moment finally came. We were driving. It was actually kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing. There was a drive-in theater, and if you don't know what a drive-in theater is, it's basically a theater that is outdoors. They have a massive screen, and you drive in with your vehicle, and you sit in your vehicle, turn the radio station onto the correct, or turn your radio onto the correct radio station in your car, and then you get to listen and watch the movie on this big screen and listen to it through your car's radio. And we were going to drive by this drive-in theater. And we had been to this drive-in theater. I think potentially there was one point in time we had seen the Titanic. I don't remember if it was before or after this. I can look that up later. But I saw on the sign, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. And at that moment, I was like, we have to stop. We have to watch this movie. And my parents, being as nice as they were, as we drove by, because it was middle of the day, it wasn't going to be on until later on that evening, we drove by and they said that when we were coming back, we would go in and be able to watch this movie. And so the whole day was filled with anticipation to be able to see this. And when that moment came, when we finally pulled into the drive-in, and we stopped at the gate, we paid, we stopped at the concession stand, we got some popcorn, we got some candy, we went to the front of the line, the front row of cars, and we sat there and just waited for this movie to come on. And at that moment, or during that time, I didn't realize how much of an impact this movie would have. I don't vividly remember watching any movie in a theater before that time. And I'm 12 years old at this time, almost 13. And surely I've seen movies in movie theaters before, but because this movie in particular was the one that I was most excited about and was thrilled to watch, I can't really remember movies before that. And so in this moment, during this couple of hours that it was running, I started to fall in love with the movie making process. I started to fall in love with music in movies, the score. I started to fall in love with certain actors based on how well I thought that they were acting, and even to the point realizing that Jake Lloyd, who at that time was playing Anakin Skywalker, was about my age at the time. And so even at this moment, I believe I ended up having a love and a thirst and a desire to become an actor. And my love for movies and my love for drama and my love for acting and music has only grown since then. And now at 33 years old, I can reminisce and think about how exciting it was and how much this movie meant to my journey to find a love for acting and for music and for anything Star Wars. So I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that that is my story for today. May the 4th be with you.